Hello family and friends of Jair Christian School. My name is Jair and I'm one of the psychologists on staff here at Jair Christian. Over the coming weeks, my colleague Carly and I will be putting together a series of short videos for the students in our broader parent community. Now these videos will aim to give each of you some simple but practical advice on how to best take care of your mental health during these challenging times. For students, we want to be teaching them a little bit more about things like stress and anxiety and frustration, about good self-care behaviours they can put in place whilst at home, as well as some skills that they might be able to use to better manage any sort of challenging thoughts or emotions that might show up for them. For parents, we not only want to be able to explain to you what we're teaching your children, we also are going to aim to offer you some additional advice of how you can best support your kids and take care of yourself. So your child has undoubtedly heard a lot about the coronavirus through TV and through radio, through other people and perhaps through social media. And with the recent move toward remote learning, it's opened the door for a potential stream of information to come in. So because of this, it's particularly important that we as parents are having open and ongoing conversations with our children. A lack of clear communication can actually leave them feeling more worried, not less. So today I wanted to encourage you to have these chats and to offer a few tips about how you could best have them. So first, find the right time to talk to your child. Give some thought as to what time of day they might be more receptive to the conversation. Perhaps they're a morning person, or maybe they're more clear-headed in the afternoon. Think about, are they ready to have the conversation right now, and are they well rested? And try to plan it for a time where you don't feel rushed to have the conversation. All these things sound simple, but they will go a long way to setting the conversation up for success. Secondly, it's a good idea to open the conversation by asking your child what they've already heard. Remember that your job is to give them clear, factual, and simple information that also conveys a sense of hope. By opening with this question, you can get a good idea if they have any misinformation or anything you might need to clarify. Now thirdly, remember that anxiety thrives on the unknown, and so it's obviously important to give them a simple and straightforward explanation of the virus that they can understand. For younger children, it's better that this part of the conversation is brief, with allowing more time for older children and adolescents. So help them understand the basics of the virus, and hopefully that will help them understand a bit more about why hygiene and social distancing are so important. Reassure them that the majority of people who contract the illness only have mild symptoms and recover within a few weeks. Now, fourthly, when you're doing this, it's particularly important that you present as being calm and hopeful about the future. Now, you mightn't feel that way at the time, and that's okay. It's nevertheless important to try and present that image to your child. Remember that emotion sparks emotion. If your child sees you as distressed, it's likely going to foster fear and uncertainty in them. So do your best to convey that when you talk to them. Fifthly, tune into your child's feelings. It's natural for parents to want to see that to spare their children moments of anxiety and sadness. In this context, it's helpful to recognize that these are normal emotions and very healthy things. And so we don't want to push our children away from acknowledging how they feel. So for example, you might say something to your child like this: "It sounds like you're feeling pretty worried about what might be happening now." Now, if you can do that, you're going to help reassure them that what they're feeling is normal. And then after you've done that, you can come back to a hopeful message and then redirect your attention to something that you both can practically do at that time. Now, lastly, we're strongly recommending that you limit your child's exposure to the media. A constant stream of negative and sometimes sensationalized reporting is not going to do anything other than fuel their anxiety. So because of this, you might consider, for example, turning the TV off after you've heard the news report once, or you might change the channel on the radio. For some parents, you might even be able to just not have those things on and check those updates at a time where you're by yourself or perhaps when the children are in bed. Whatever the case, we're recommending for everyone that they limit their media exposure at this time. Well, I hope you found this helpful. And remember, if you have any suggestions or topics that you'd like to see covered, please let us know through the link below. Thank you so much for your time. Bye.